Hello, everyone, and welcome into HelenKennard.com. I'm Helen Kennard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I have a couple of really cute cards to show you tonight. I wanted to remind you that we're using the 12 Days of Advent calendar, for our projects this week. This is week 2 of this series, but look how pretty that is. We are using the designer series paper this week. So we opened up that window. It's window number 2. So we're using the designer series paper, the stamps, the dies, and I think it turned out beautiful. So let me show you how to do it. Aren't these pretty? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I've got one of these muted and I don't know which one. So that would help me out a lot. All right, let's make this pretty pink one first. All right, this one is 8.5 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4 so that we can get a 4 1/4 inch square. This card is a square card. We don't make many of those, so I thought it would be fun to do that. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of white that are 4 by 4. One's going to go on the outside and one's going to go on the inside. But the one on the outside is going to add some designer series paper, some ribbon to it. So we're going to put that on before I forget it. And we want it to the right, and I'm putting it a little bit above the middle, because when we go to put the front piece on, now one of the things we could do is put a bow, but I'm terrible at making bows, so I'm just doing a knot, and so that's why I'm putting it a little bit above halfway, because this goes directly in the middle and it messes up my bow. So I'm going to put it a little bit up higher. Tie a knot or bow if you can make a bow. Oop, now I made that too tight. There. Ooh, a little bit tighter there. Okay, trim that off. I hope everybody is doing well. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. That's going to be so much fun for me, and I hope for everybody else. I've got both my boys coming, and my future daughter-in-law. Did I tell y'all I'm getting a daughter next October? I'm so happy. She is definitely a keeper. Oh, I almost put it upside down. Okay. There you go. There. Oh. Okay, this needs to come down just a little bit. Now up just a little bit. I'm heavy-handed tonight. Anyway, okay, so we're going to put that there. And then we're going to cut out a 2 7/8 inch by 2 7/8 inch of the designer series paper, and it's going to go on a 3 by 3 piece of Pretty in Pink, so that there's just a tiny bit of a margin around it. Let me move it up just a little bit. Oop, too much. I hope everybody's ready for Thanksgiving. Of course I'm not. All right, so that's what we're doing so far. 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, and this is a 3 by 3. Now we're going to put it, let's see, like this. Do you see how you have to, it interferes with my knot. This goes on with dimensionals. So let me get those out. And this is foam adhesive. We want this a little bit on top of the ribbon. So we're trying to make this fit on our card. Ooh, that is so pretty already. Okay. So now I've already cut out with the dies that come with this 2 pieces of, or 2 leaves, and then 2 pretty in pink flowers. So I put these on flat. But I want to put the, let me get this out. Okay. I guess I could, no, I don't want to put this on first because I want to get my leaves on first, or my greenery. A dot and a dot, a dot and a dot. Yeah, the more I use this this 12 days of Advent calendar, the more I really, really like it. So I'm gonna, my flowers gonna go about there. And here. Then that's where my flower goes. I'm going to offset it, so there. All right. Now I'm going to set that aside because we're going to put our sentiment on, and I need to stamp it with Versamark. Healing Hugs. Don't you like that? I love it. And we're going to stamp it on our pretty in pink. Well, darn. All right. I must have really had some something on there. Okay, let me try it again. Okay. Hey, Penny. Hey, Penny. That's what I get for not using my embossing buddy, isn't it? I got it all over the place. That's better. And of course, when I did it earlier, I had no problem. It's only when I'm on camera that is going to happen. So let me turn this on. I love watching that turning. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to hand cut it out. It's called fussy cutting. We're going to fussy cut. Do you see how pretty that turned out? Okay, we're just going to cut it out. And we want enough of the pink to show, to give us some contrast. So don't cut it right on the line or not right on the words. There you go. Okay. Healing hugs. I love that. Goes right there. Let me. Should have used a small one, but no, had to use a big one. There. Very easy. Healing hugs. That designer series paper just makes you feel like it's healing hugs, doesn't it? There you go. There you go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Penny, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me, Pen. I may be doing, one of my, when I first started doing Facebook Lives, I feel like that's where I'm at right now. That I could never get my mic right. And half the time I'd end up not having my mic on at all. All right, for this one, we're going to do 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to, now I know maybe I didn't. I thought I did. The piece that I scored is probably right in there, but I don't think I did it. Let me make sure this is 4 1/4. Yep. Okay, 4 1/4 by 11. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Look how pretty that is, just as pretty as it can be. All right, where's my, I feel like I can't, now the designer series paper that comes with the advent calendar is 6 by 6, and they're single-sided. There's 2 each of 6 designs. And it's just beautiful. Okay, then I took a piece of basic white and cut it out with the everyday arches. And I just kept trying to figure out which one, by how much of this I wanted left. I wanted to put some flowers on it, so it had to be big enough to put my flowers and the sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and put the sentiment so that I know where to put my flowers. Okay, it's going to say, always in my heart. So let me go ahead and get that on there. Yes, I can hear you. Yay, thanks, Penny. Penny's been following me since the beginning, haven't you, Pen? So she knows what I'm talking about. She remembers when I used to have, and I had one just the other day, where a week or so ago, where I thought the mic was on and it wasn't. It's because I had just gotten my new laptop and I was so excited and didn't realize I had turned the mic off. Okay, so there's the sentiment. We need to go ahead and get that. All right, so now I'm going to put, this is using Greeny Apple Green and some flowers. I mean, not flowers, greenery. So I'm doing one full strength and one half strength. And kind of on the side so you can see them. And if they get covered up by the flowers, that's okay. Let's see, maybe one here and there. There, so you can kind of see where I put the greenery. Now, I stamped and went ahead and cut these. This is Pretty in Pink, and this is Misty Moonlight to bring out this color right there, I thought. So I did one full strength and one half strength. So that's where both of these are. And then the middle of the flower I'm doing with crushed curry. So I'm doing it twice. You can see that, right? I may need to do one more right here on the big one there. All right. Look how pretty this is. Bring it down just a little bit. Woo, isn't that pretty? See the greenery? Now we're putting these on with dimensionals. Penny's getting a daughter this next year. So am I. It's going to be fun. Anyway, my youngest son Eric's coming from Charlotte, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight he's spending with a lot of his buddies. They have their own tradition that they do for Thanksgiving when he's back in town. So I'll see him tomorrow. There you go. Look how pretty that is. Just by stamping the leaves. And look how those colors are so pretty. Okay, this goes on with dimensionals. It comes together pretty quick, right? There. Now this is some, this is the white that comes with the Misty Moonlight and white ribbon, starter pack ribbon. Isn't that pretty? It's 1/4 of an inch. And again, I'm not going to put, now Penny's really good at doing making a bow, but I'm terrible. So I'm just going to put a knot there. That looks good too. Of course, everything's sticking because I have that dimensional on there. There. There we go. Okay, then we have them inside. We need one for the inside so that you can. Whew, let me move some of this. I'm fighting all of it. At least I feel like I'm fighting it. Okay. Whew. All right. We're going to put this leftover piece on the inside. What have I gotten on it already? Oh well, gotten something on it. There you go. Pretty, isn't it? Look at that. Very simple. The designer series paper is gorgeous. I loved every one of the different pieces. There. I hope y'all like that. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. You're able to spend time with your family. Be careful. The traffic is terrible and people are crazy drivers. So please be careful. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see y'all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.